So I thought that today I would kind of talk you through some motivation tips while I am doing my Sunday meal prep. This is going to be a sun-dried chicken salad. I make about enough for 3 days, and then I usually have one the day that I'm meal prepping. And I will say this whole thing from start to finish probably takes me about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes to cook. And it's super simple, super healthy, and it is protein loaded and veggie loaded. So while I'm prepping, I'm gonna talk to you about how you can stay motivated during your weight loss journey. So look, there is no long game. This is the game. This is the journey. Like, it is what it is. You are not on an adventure and then you're going to get to a weight and then the game is over. This is the long haul for life. If you want to be healthy, it is about the rest of your life. It is not an increment of time. There could be an increment of time that you are getting in shape and getting back to a number that you're comfortable with. But the first thing you need to understand is that this is your new reality. If you want to be healthy, this is what you're gonna have to do for the rest of your life. But just like all things, it is literally like a journey. Look, I'm gonna insert a map. So we live here in Houston and there are all kinds of places in Texas. So think of Houston as ideal weight, ideal health, ideal fitness. Well, along the journey in exploring Texas, I may get to Austin and Austin may be 5 pounds overweight. I may get to Dallas and Dallas may be 10 pounds underweight. Like, you're not gonna stay stationary, more than likely. Like, it's gonna happen, you're gonna fluctuate. But the bottom line is you always have to get back to home base, and home base is Houston. So find out what your home base number is, your home base measurements are, and know that you may move around, but as long as you are within proximity of home base, you're good. Now, if I'm in California on the map, then I'm way, way, way off. So once again, this is not a journey, it is not a destination, it is a way of life, so just get over it. Start thinking about your fitness journey like self-care, because honestly, this is the biggest and best form of self-care that you will ever experience. Instead of associating self-care with always a spa day or a facial or getting your hair done or your nails done, start thinking about working out as self-care. And the best part about this form of self-care is that you get to do it pretty much every day by the choices you make about moving your physical body as well as the things that you put into your body. Like, when I made that shift to think about, man, like, this is not just about how I look, this is about how I feel and how I potentially could spend the latter part of my life based on what I'm doing right now. That definitely was a shift in thinking. And so I would encourage you to start making that shift in thinking of, okay, every time I work out, this is a form of self-care, and start looking forward to it the same way that you look forward to getting your hair done or your nails done or a facial. Like, it is definitely something worth considering, and don't look at it as a punishment. I recently was sick. I had a cold, a really bad cold, and I wasn't able to work out for like a week. And I have a pretty consistent workout routine. Y'all, I was so excited when I worked out this morning because it was the first time since I've been sick that I was actually able to like move, and I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm recovering from a cold. I just felt normal again. And I was like dancing around this morning because I was just happy that I could move my body, because when I thought about it, how blessed I am, number one, to move, but then number two, like, this is the best thing I could do to take care of me. And so that once again goes beyond how we look. If your sole purpose for losing weight was your physical appearance, you are going to have to find a secondary rationale in order to continue to do what you're doing. Your physical appearance is just not going to be enough to get you out of bed every day. It's not going to be enough to motivate you. So feeling good in your clothes, feeling good in a pair of jeans, that is fantastic. But honestly, especially once you get to a certain age, being healthy is way more important than how you look. But don't get it twisted. Like, I am back in what I consider a happy weight, and so I love how I look at my clothes, I love how I feel, but primarily I am more concerned about a secondary reason. And those secondary reasons for me are, I want to make sure that my cholesterol is low, that my blood pressure stays low. I want to make sure that I am keeping a bay, heart disease. My mother passed away of a heart attack, and actually had 2 heart attacks, and had a first heart attack when she turned 47, and I just turned 47 last week. So that is always a motivating factor for me, but it doesn't have to be that morbid. But you do need a secondary reason. Maybe it's being around for your kids, being able to chase after your own kids, maybe eventually your grandkids. It could be that you don't want to be winded going up the steps. I work in a building and we have an elevator. We only have a 2-story building. So there are literally, if I had to guess, 22 steps to get from the first floor to the second floor. And I'm always just completely shocked at the amount of people that take the elevator every day. And I'm not talking about like you're bringing like bags of things with you. I'm just talking about regular people that get on the elevator. And I'm like, it's 22 steps. But, you know, and I don't know everybody's health issues, because there are definitely people that get on the elevator that need to get on the elevator. But I always think like there's a lot of people getting on the elevator that don't have to get on the elevator. They're choosing to get on the elevator rather than just go the 22 steps upstairs. And that to me is a microcosm of society. But more importantly, that could be your goal. I don't want to take the elevator. I want to be able to walk up the 22 steps and not be winded. Find yourself a secondary goal that is going to keep you motivated, because physical appearance is not going to be enough. The other thing I think that can really help you stay motivated is to find a routine that you love. Like, I love waking up early in the morning, like at 5 a.m. and doing my prayer, my meditation, my working out. Like, I just love that routine. Now, that is not the routine for everybody. If you're interested in waking up super early in the morning, I will link a video on my 5 a.m. early morning routine. But even if it's not, just find a routine that you love. If you love Pilates, then do Pilates. If you love running, then do running. If you love cardio, do cardio, strength training. Whatever it is, find a routine that you love. But what I love is, I love almost the romanticizing of my routine. I love the picking out clothes the night before for a workout and matching it with my shoes and my sports bra and all of that stuff. I love being able to check off on my to-do list that I was able to knock out a routine. I love coming downstairs and making a smoothie when I'm done and eating my English muffin. It is so routine and ingrained. It is nothing exciting. It's nothing special. I just love the fact that it is nothing super exciting. It is nothing awesome. I just love like the consistency and the feeling of the routine. Y'all, I make the same lunch all the time, sun-dried tomato salad. Probably have had it for like 3 weeks in a row, but it is part of my routine. And so whether you need to spice up your routine or keep your routine mundane and the same, just find a way to really love your routine. And then lastly, find support. You don't have to be in a friend group where everybody is super excited about weight loss or even on the weight loss journey. As a matter of fact, if you can find people in person, it helps. You know, my husband, for the most part, usually is working out. Not right now, but that's another story. But, you know, being competitive with him and having someone else to hold me accountable is a good thing. I'm also in a group chat for my sorority for those of us that like to work out. And so I get to post every day what my workouts are, and then I get to see them post their workouts. So that helps me stay motivated. But if you don't have anybody in your personal life that can be your accountability partner or someone that you can kind of talk to this about, go online. There are probably millions of groups on different boards about weight loss, find people that have very similar interests to you, and get online. Make up a username and find a group to be accountable with. And if you just don't have anyone to be accountable with, leave a comment down below and I will cheer you on. Like, we can do this, you can do this, you can be consistent, you can stay motivated. You have a community behind you. So staying motivated on this journey, it's gonna have its ebbs and its flows. I recently had to get my life together and drop a couple of dress sizes over the course of 6 to 8 weeks. You could check out the video on how I was able to get back to my baseline weight in about 6 weeks. If you have questions about that, there's actually a series of videos that you can kind of see the journey from week 0 to week 6 on how I did that. And right now, my primary goal is to obviously maintain the current weight that I'm at, but I would like to tone up and probably drop another 7 pounds. I think that would put me in a place where I really have a lot of room. It's getting ready to be football season, which is a little dangerous in this house. We have a tendency to pick up weight during football season. And so I probably would benefit from going into a deeper deficit than I currently am in right now. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, it is all about the commitment to life. It is not a journey, it is a destination. This is where you're at. So get it in your mind that this is where you need to be, and it will be so much easier to stay motivated when you make the realization that this is the commitment for the rest of your life and for your health and well-being. I will see you in the next video.